Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So we're going to get into an emotion here that was called to pull rune to go with it. And we got, now let me try this, Perthro, which we can look at fate and destiny. And then I saw, and how we interact with this. So this could be a way that we might reject, block, or self-sabotage something that is fated for us, you know, out of a wound, a fear, a complex. We'll see what emotion we get here. If I could shuffle. So we got left out. Feel like, why aren't I getting my flowers? Why am I not experiencing what I want to experience? How often are we presented? Let's just look on a grander scale of manifesting, our dreams and desires, trying to work towards something or trying to pull something in. And it doesn't show up the way that we thought. The red carpet, the phone call and the offer that magically appears. Are we given the ingredients to bake the cake, or do we want it delivered and decorated with our name on it? Uh, Left out, sure, we could look at people, places, things, situations, but on a grander scale of just our life, our experience. Why am I being rejected? Why is this being withheld from me? Why can I not get to it? Where in our experience, let's compare. I don't know what your goal is, what your dream is, what you're working towards, but where you're at right now, your mindsets, your thoughts of yourself, your identity, how you view yourself in the mirror, does that fit in the dream, in the goal? Probably not. I'm not saying that in a mean way. It's just we're looking at energetic vibration. That if I was the match for whatever it was, we'd be there. It'd be it's just as simple as that. Let's look at magnets, and if the, oh, that's a bad reference. Just use a tuning fork. If I hit the tuning fork and I bring it up next to another one, it's going to start vibrating the same. It just happens. When we are way down here and whatever it is up here, we can't get there. Same thing in a relationship. If we have a Debbie Downer in a relationship and they're down here and we're always up here, we have to go down to meet them because they're not going to come up. So they'll bring us down and then they bring us down again, and we just keep going down the ladder. We have to meet the same if we're going to stay. Otherwise, we move forward. So, our fate, our destiny, what is meant for us, left out. Oh, sure, we could touch on that one idea that we got a really shitty hand dealt to us, and that's our fate and destiny, which doesn't sound very uplifting or experience that anybody would ask for after being here in our human experience. But what if we did have a bad hand and we went through those low experiences of life, and through that we come up, and that is part of our destiny. And at this point, we're given the ingredients to get there, but we're really looking for it to show up in that form of a fully baked cake. The opposite is self-generation. This is through self. This fate and destiny aspects, we're often looking at the external to provide that idea that I have made it here, that this is what I wanted and this has fulfilled me. This has satisfied me. I just did a message that touched on moving on to the next thing. And when we seek things out there in the external, we get them. And then, oh, we're excited and satisfied there for a bit. And then what's next? What can I do next? What can I get next? Because we're at that vibrational match. We've made it there. The yearning has taken place, and the continuous aspect of yearning, then I have to change my vibration to get or receive. That's all out there. What can we do in here that generates this on its own? And I'm not saying that we're forgetting the dream or the goal or the experience. This is using your gifts, your energy to do something. And when we stay in this space of needing to physically hold it, see it, touch it, for it to exist, for us to feel that satisfaction, to be excited, uh, it'll always be that carrot in front of the horse. We won't be able to reach it. Ten of Pentacles, family abundance. What is this to you? Is it money, generational wealth, as this comes through often? Complete and utter satisfaction. I mean, that sounds like a pretty great goal, and I think everyone's deserving of it. But it really comes down to where our mind is and how we can get in the way. Going back to the rune, fate and destiny, it's there, but how do we get in the way? How are we blocking it? How are we neglecting to see the opportunities? And that word often seems like a phone call, a job offer, a check in the mail. Something presents itself from the external and makes it all okay. It's like an immediate poof right there. And at times that can happen. I'm not taking that away, but we would have to be there energetically. Otherwise, we are in that place of hope. It is the carrot in front of the horse. It is there, and we are here. And I can't reach it because my arm only goes this far. And it's always going to be there because I'm not at that match. And logically, probably the way our brain works is that, sure, when I have it, I'm there. And this isn't really all about the manifesting and like, let me just feel the way I would feel if I had it. It is not needing it. If we not needing it to feel something, and then you are the match. That's changing the role of the yearning. The yearning is always the carrot in front of the horse. If we don't need it, we are it then. We are generating that emotion, that feeling of it already without it. I didn't think we were going this way, but here we are. Chariot reversed, impulsive acts. This is going back to how we may affect this, interrupt this through our insecurities, through our wounds, those parts of ourselves that I mentioned before that, hey, do they really fit in this new experience? Are they going to be okay? And then we can justify and say it'll be okay. We can navigate around that because once I have that, I won't feel this way, or I won't be worried about this, or I won't be insecure because I'll be here, or I'll have that partner, or I'll look this way, or whatever it is. Because once I'm there, I'll be that fear or that insecurity or that worry will be satisfied. Well, that's the separation. you know if I am constantly in lack and if I have a lot of money, well, of course it's going to be gone. Well, but I can't have it now because because I'm in lack. I'm not that match. If I have this partner that's really handsome or beautiful, well, I'll feel good about myself that I landed a beautiful or handsome partner because they picked me, or I'm on that level. Or same thing with weight loss. Well, once I lose it, I'll feel good about myself because I'll look different. All these things are in this lack mindset, and we want it and we yearn for it, but it's ahead. It's over there. It's not here yet. It's gone. It's not attainable right now, and will always be there. That is the carrot in front of the horse. We can't make that transition in our mind until we have it, because we need that validation, that proof, and we can justify that in our mind. Just like I said, if I had the money, sure, I wouldn't worry about it. If I had the beautiful partner, I'd feel whatever that I was seeking to feel because it's there. If I lost that weight, yeah, it's proof, it's validation. It's the fact that it is ahead of us or out there to feel that way, which means we don't we don't feel it now, obviously. But how can we? How can we see that we don't need it? How can we generate this in self versus relying on this external aspect to validate us? I don't really know if I went into impulsive acts, but this is us knocking ourselves down quickly, allowing that fear to take control, that worry, that lack mentality, the insecurity. King of Cups, balanced heart. This is inside. lot of times we look to the outside, the external, to make us feel a certain way. And it does. It's a real experience. But how can we do that in here? How can we make that in here? That is extremely powerful place to be. And I often say that when we generate this all inside and we're an embodiment of it, and we're generating this all by ourselves without this, whatever it was that we wanted in the beginning, and through this process, instead we focused inward and we did this. uh, Obviously we're going to meet energetic matches of these hopes and these dreams, and we get it, and it's like, well, it doesn't even matter really anymore because I did it all in here. I already felt whatever I was going to feel when I had that, because I learned that I didn't need that to feel this way. And through it, my vibration raised, and I got it anyway. Think back throughout your life, the things that you really wanted and you eventually got. How was it? Was it just on to the next thing? Like I said earlier, it came. Oh, it was so long I forgot about my life that whole time that I was waiting for it. And then I finally got it. And it was like nice for a little bit. And then a couple days, and it's like, okay, what else can I bring in to do this? Queen of Cups reversed. Neglect. Oh, sorry, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Neglect. Uh, sure, we can look at this on. Oh, this is underneath the Ten of Pentacles, and the way I'm seeing it now as neglecting what this really looks like to us. Is it all material? Is it all flash? Is it all this items that we project are going to make us feel that certain way? Because right now we're in a place of lack of some sort. And with it, everything's going to be fine. But in this space and in our mind of, I'm in lack right now, and if I have this, that lack goes away. Yeah, in our mind. But we didn't heal it. We didn't win that game. We can't just take that. That's going to act like a band-aid. It's not going to heal anything. Through this process, to meet that vibrational match, to receive it, is to heal it, is to generate it. And through that, we become that match. And then, like I said, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you'll have it. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. I'm not taking that away at all. I'm just saying that you did it through here. You did it yourself. You created it yourself. So if I lost that weight and I looked a different way, and it happened like snap of a finger, well, I'm still going to have that insecurity. And then I'm going to keep trying to lose even more weight when I don't need to, and it becomes unhealthy because I don't feel it. Insecurity, that confidence that I need to be in that position. If I took myself from right now and I appeared in that position and I'm like, well, I got that title, so now I'm confident. No, you're not. Like, that's not, we bypassed, we skipped this step. This is a little bit of work we got to do here. And going back to that rune of saying, fate and hope, or I'm sorry, fate and destiny of having this, and going back to how we can screw it up or affect it or interrupt it, is that bypassing aspect, how we're trying to skip steps. I'm not blaming here. It's just our mind is saying, well, if I had that, I would feel better. And that makes sense. It does. But we're skipping that step. I've often said before, if I could skip a timeline and do this in your head too, if I could just jump a timeline and anything I want is on the other end of it, most people would say money. Okay, so on that other end, I'll get all that money and I can buy whatever I want. I can be stable. I can buy fancy cars, and all this flash, and then all these people are going to want me because I'm stable and I have all this money, and I can have any partner I want, and whatever. But guess what? All my struggles inside come with. So even if I have all that money, I'm still going to be insecure. I'm going to be jealous, or I'm going to feel like they're going to cheat on me, or someone's stealing from me, or when's it all going to be ripped from me, or I'm going to lose it, whatever. All that stuff still comes with. Or we could jump that timeline healed from our insecurities, our worries, and our fears. And on that other side, we'll end up in a relationship somehow in time. And that's going to be so true because we're in a place of true. We're not working out of a wound, toxic, repeating patterns. We're not going to experience any of that. We're going to feel stable because we've built that foundation inside of us. That relationship that we would have is going to be so strong as a rock. No matter what comes your way, you both are going to be there strong together, you know, or we could have the material aspect and all the wounds. You know, there's a lot more strength in being able to deal with and go through anything in a healed space versus just this material. We got the Two of Cups reversed. Misalignment. I'm not saying what we're after right now is misalignment. I think the way that we're seeing it is that this is going to make it all okay. And money does help if that's what it's connected to. I'm not taking that away one bit. But it's the need, it's coming from the place of lack and thinking that this is just going to make it all okay. We have an opportunity right now to heal something and we're not seeing it, or we're given the ingredients to create something to get to that process, that through that process to get to that place that we want to be, and we're not seeing it, as instead we were looking for the cake to come already decorated with our name on it on the red carpet. So we got one last card here. Of the World, achievement. And that's underneath balanced heart. That's doing this on our own. This is figuring this out through ourselves. And guess what? We don't have to do anything physical. We have to create it in here, which can actually be pretty strenuous at times depending on what it is. But how can we build this inside? How can we heal this lack? How can we feel the way that we think that that's going to make us feel through difficulty? How can we be satisfied in ourselves without the need for something tangible to fill that role? I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.